intro, starting every video with a 7 p.m. fracture. It's 95 degrees. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about psychological ways to make yourself seem more charming and seductive. We've done ones on, you know, attractiveness, but this one is about seduction. As a psychology major, of course, we're taking it from research, but I love Robert Greene. Read all of his books. We're also going to be taking some pointers from his books. So let's get into the video. 7 p.m. fracture. It's 95 degrees. Stop, paparazzi. Yesterday, somebody asked me if I was autistic and ADHD. Have you ever heard of an Aquarius? Have you ever heard of a bad bitch? Have you ever heard of a bitch that can do it all? I think not. Hi, sisters! Number one, you want to embrace mystery. Simply don't reveal all aspects of yourself too fast. This is my least favorite point because I'm such a yapper and I quite literally have no filter. But luckily I embrace all of the other 24 points.
Oh shit, what is that?
I got it. Mystery keeps people wanting more. If you're revealing everything about yourself too fast, there is nothing to uncover. By the way, don't let someone manipulate you into revealing a lot, by the way. A trick I notice guys always do to make you feel insecure, they'll be like, you're really guarded. You should like let your walls down. And it's like, hello, I don't even know you. And then you just start to reveal yourself subconsciously because you're trying to prove yourself. It might not be at a conscious level. Don't allow that to happen. You control the narrative, not just in dating, but in any element of your life. You don't need to just create mystery in real life, but on your social media profiles. You know, if you don't post too much, it creates a sense of mystery. You can really curate how people perceive you. Next point, which is one of my personal favorites. I have so many confidence videos, guys. Confidence is magnetic. You know why? It's also because so many people are not confident, so they want to be around people who they want to be like because it actually rubs off on you. People who project self-belief and assurance, they actually can put other people at ease and they will naturally attract others. So if you're like, oh, I'm not confident, blah, 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 how can I be more confident? Baby, watch my other videos. Additionally, fake it till you make it. That's it. If someone comes and they're like, you're ugly, bitch, where?
This bitch called me ugly. I said, bitch, where? She said, under all that makeup. I said, bitch, where?
So I have confidence in that area, right? But if someone comes up to me and they're like, at the gym, they're like, you're squatting wrong. I'm not gonna be like, you're wrong. I'm squatting correctly. I'm going to be like, guess I'm not coming back to the gym. No, I'm kidding. But I don't have as much experience in that area. So yes, I'm gonna be unconfident in that. What I'm saying is you can develop confidence simply by becoming more skilled at something. And through being more skilled, you're going to have more self-assurance. Like imagine if I was a bodybuilder, someone came up to me at the gym, you're squatting wrong. I'd be like, who are you to tell me that? Like, no, I'm not. Next point, mastering your body language. I literally made a video on this a couple of weeks ago, guys. But body language is everything. It is how we subtly communicate, especially to the subconscious minds of others. So if you're doing very fast paced movements, it's not sexy. And it actually shows you can be quite anxious. Slow your movements down, and when you become a master at all these techniques I teach you in all of my videos, you can really easily fake it. Like sometimes, if I'm on a date and I don't like the guy and he's making me actually pretty anxious, I will purposely slow down my body movements, slow down my speech, and maybe I will even talk in a different tone. But on the inside, I'm dying. But you can fake it. And this is very handy when you're in a job interview as well, or any uncomfortable situation. There have been situations where you can tell someone is trying to assert dominance over you. I will purposely not break eye contact in those moments. That's why it's so important to know psychology. Because if someone is staring down at you, you're going to feel uncomfortable. Like, look into my eyes, you're going to feel uncomfortable and you might look away. But if you know these principles, you're not going to look away, even if it's so uncomfortable to you, because you're not gonna let them win. Be detached. Do not let your emotions control you, especially in dating. Guys, they use so many little tricks on you to try to get you to reveal your cards, especially if they're not honest and genuine. Shh, you can't do that. You must be detached, or at the very least, if you can't be detached, master your emotions until someone proves they are worthy of you being emotional towards them and that they've created a safe space where you can both reciprocate vulnerability. Have you ever heard a guy go, oh my god, this girl's crazy? And whenever a man says that to me, I just think you're causing the crazy. And I hate to say it because I'm always on the girl side, but genuinely there are some crazy girls. You know what it always boils down to? They don't have control of their emotions. The guy does something wrong, she shows up to his house, she like smashes all his things, breaks in and goes through his phone and like is very chaotic. You need to be in control of that. How can you be in control of your emotions? I have so many videos on this, but what I do is I journal. I journal or I distract myself and I go to the gym and I put on ego music. I have a toxic playlist. If someone's bothering me, I put it on. It's called Toxic Driving Playlist. It's just full of Future and like city girls. That like helps me get it out of my system. Sometimes you want to be crazy on someone, but you need to detach. It's not a good look. And also because sometimes people would try to purposely get under your skin, you can't allow that. Be in control, be detached. And guys, if you have some issues and you feel like, oh, that's impossible for me to be in control, maybe you should try therapy. And therapy will also help you understand yourself more so you can apply every psychological trick I tell you without even thinking about it, because you will naturally understand people more when you understand yourself more. Therefore, you might not even have to watch these videos. So why don't you try therapy with our paid partner today, BetterHelp. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is on a mission to make therapy more accessible and also easier to start. BetterHelp is a platform where therapists and their clients can effectively communicate and get help without leaving the comfort of your own home. There's also a journal inside for personal reflection, which I love, and group sessions available every single day on various different topics. Starting therapy with BetterHelp is so easy. All you need to do is fill out a questionnaire, and usually within a couple of days, BetterHelp will have connected you with a therapist for you. Therapy is like dating. You can't expect to find the right therapist for you immediately. It takes a bit of trial and error, switching therapists, which is why BetterHelp is amazing because it's completely free to switch. If you're going to an in-person therapist, you need to go back to your doctor, get a referral, spend so much time and money to switch therapists, and it's really not an effective strategy at getting therapy. BetterHelp carefully makes sure that all of their therapists are well qualified and their customer support team is there to help you with whatever you need whenever. So with over 7,000 reviews and a 4.5 star rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. So go here guys, get your first month of therapy for 10% off using my link. Create a sense of scarcity, law of absence. You need to make people miss you. If you are so readily available and you are everywhere all the time, people can't miss you, they don't value your presence. Your presence is cheap. Why do you think an Hermes Birkin is so valuable? Because not everyone can get one. If you're showing up to every event, you're taking every invite, there's no value there. Okay, cultivate charisma. And I would like to say be warm. If you're not a charismatic individual, at the very least, be warm, because being warm and friendly and inviting will magnetize people to you. Be unapologetically yourself. Even if you think that is strange, yeah, some people are going to find you strange, but guess what? Other people will be completely magnetized to you and find you absolutely mesmerizing because there is only one you. If you're a copy paste of every other person on planet Earth, you're boring. Hello, NPC. Goodbye, NPC. Be a good listener. I can't emphasize how important this is. Do you think it's sexy to continuously interrupt people? Possible ADHD people rise up because sometimes we just gotta get a word in. But yeah, it's not sexy. Being silent and listening and making someone feel seen, however, is. Because if you're really listening and you're being present and you're taking in what someone is saying, they're going to feel more safe with you simply because you are making them feel understood. I have this friend and he is so patient and so present, and when you are telling him something, he's so deeply invested into everything. And let me tell you, everyone loves him. Everyone is so magnetized towards him all the time. He has so many friends, and it's because of this. Project power. Make it seem like you are in control of your life and someone else cannot control you. People will always test your boundaries in little ways, and this is where boundaries come in. People will test your boundaries, especially men in dating, and that's where you assert that you have power over yourself and you're not going to let them in. Once you say something, if you back down on it and you allow them to, you know, weave in there, it's gone, your power's gone, it's already diminished. You can't get it back then. You need to stand on business. People are naturally attracted to those who radiate competence and strength. It can all be an act. It can all be fake. You might not be like this behind doors. But hey, if you know this trick, you can project it when needed. Be unpredictable. In a lot of our manipulation and obsession videos, we talk about being unpredictable. Because if you're putting someone on an intermittent reinforcement schedule where they don't know what they're going to get from you, they're going to be addicted to you. They don't know what's going to happen. This is not always positive, and if you know these tricks, you can walk away because it can be a manipulation tactic. There was a guy, I literally did not care about him, guys, until he did something completely unpredictable to me. Suddenly, he was on my mind a lot. I didn't like him though, but he was on my mind, and I never spoke to him again, even though he was on my mind. For someone who doesn't know what I know, they're just gonna think, oh, I suddenly like him. I'm obsessed with him suddenly. I must really like him. You don't. You're just on an intermittent reinforcement schedule without even knowing it. Don't let that happen. Okay, highlight your strengths. The law of self-preservation. I think this is a natural one. Try not to show your weakness. But another rule, show weakness and vulnerability when necessary and when the timing is right. Timing is everything. When you can show that you're vulnerable, it makes people connect to you more as well. And it shows that you're human. If you are too high up here, unreachable, untouchable, it's actually not as seductive as you think. Portraying yourself to be a little bit more human is very attractive. Framing your interactions correctly. So if you're in a conversation that might actually highlight your weaknesses, you need to work to steer around that and not to give a lot away. Everything is about how you can control the conversation and control others. Don't let them control you. Create tension and anticipation. Again, this kind of goes back to unpredictability, but if you're always pushing and pulling, you're giving a lot, you're giving a little, boop, 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 it is seductive. I personally don't like doing this. If you're an avoidant personality, you actually naturally do this, though. It's not entirely positive. But it creates a lot of tension because one minute you're close, the next minute you're distant. What are we gonna get next? Remember, some of these tactics are actually quite toxic, and someone who's healthy is not gonna like these tactics. Maintain a signature style or scent. It can be anything, something that makes you memorable. Guys, I've worn this necklace since I was 8 years old. In all of my YouTube videos, people always say to me, they might not even see my face, they see this, oh, Simone. I have a perfume that I've been wearing for years too. People are like, yep, I associate that with you. And if you're wearing the perfume and here's a little trick too. If you're having a fight with someone and you're wearing that perfume, it now has a bad association. Don't wear that perfume with them again. But if you want to put them in a bad mood, you can wear it. Having a genuine smile. Psychology always talks about this. The human eye can actually tell when someone is not being genuine with their smile. When you smile naturally, you're going to wrinkle here. And if you're doing a fake smile, it's not the same. We can tell. There are so many subtle nuances in our behavior which can reveal to the subconscious whether someone is being genuine or not. Being genuine is always attractive. Having sustained eye contact, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but sustaining eye contact, it shows that you're not weak. People who cannot maintain eye contact, nor do they have a strong handshake, a handshake reveals so much about you, weak, unattractive, loser. Well-dressed individuals are actually perceived as being competent and confident, which obviously affects your attractiveness. And I have so many videos on this. Having good posture, duh. I talk about it all the time. If you're walking around like this, it doesn't matter what clothes you have on. You can have the most beautiful dress like me on. Do I look confident? Do I look confident? Do I look confident? Do I look confident now? Walking around? Hello? What's the difference? Pull your shoulders back. Power of touch. This is a very careful one, but touching someone very lightly, it can be playful as well as creating a closer bond. Only do it if you're sure that person likes you. Once I was on a date and the guy touched my arm, and my immediate reaction, I went, don't touch me. I actually feel so bad for him that I did that. But I said to him, I'm like, that's my boundary. I was like, don't touch me. It just caught me off guard. I just don't like a man touching me. Don't touch me. I stood on business. Being positive, everyone wants to be around a positive person. We don't like negative Nancy's. And lastly, and just love your life. Even if you hate your life, love your life. When I was depressed this year, do you think I was magnetizing people towards me? I mean, a little bit, because I could fake it. Positive psychology shows people who are more in love with their life and they have passions, it makes them more vibrant and more interesting. Do with that information what you will, guys. The Mind Formula is going to be back. We're having a little bit of a rebrand after my domains got stolen. yeah, RIP the domain. New second channel video shortly. I love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Ich liebe dich. Tschüss. Hi everyone, I want you to watch this video every single day when you wake up in the morning, okay? If you don't start now, you're gonna die broke.
Fear love, you're a shout of dogs forever. Do stronger for you. Norman Rockwell. No high under, it's just me and you. I gotta miss you on my list. Venice bitch. Of the neighborhood kiss. Sun up, baby, kiss, kiss. You're in the eye, I like the fire, and as the summer fades away, nothing I can say. You right eye to we make it work. You're beautiful and I'm insane. We're American made. Give me Hallmark. One dream under the one lover. Make me happy and blue. Norman Rockwell. No high under, I'll cover this right. It's just me and you. Oh God, miss you on my list. It's me, a little kind of bitch. On the street with the neighborhood kids. Selling off, thank you. You're in the yard, I like the fire. As the summer fades away. Do you think we can say? You right eye to we make it work. American made. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Selling off, bang bang, kiss kiss. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Signing off, bang bang, kiss kiss. Oh God, miss you on my lips. Gives me a little kind of spit. On the stoop with the neighborhood kids. Signing off, bang bang, kiss kiss. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Signing off, bang bang, kiss kiss. Yeah. Baby, take it down on. You should go come over. Hanging around on. You should go coming over. Oh God, it's on my lips. It's me, a little Venice bitch. Touch me with your fingertips. It's me, a little Venice bitch. Back in the garden, we're getting high now because we're older. In the love of our diamonds, veterans and a clover. Whoa, 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 whatever, everything, ever. Whoa, 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 whatever, everything, ever. Whoa, 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 whatever, everything, ever. Whoa, whoa, whatever. Me, myself, I like diamonds, veterans and a clover. Over and over, honey. Over and over, honey. Over and over, honey. Over and over, honey. If you were mine, I'd be jealous of your love. If you were mine, I'd be jealous of your love. If you were mine, I'd be jealous of your love.